days and 40 nights. Been at it 26 years trying to get it right. But I got one thing, honey, one thing I got my one thing, honey, one thing I got. And everybody wants to celebrate, to tell their old high school buddies they got it made. But I got one thing, honey, one thing I got my one thing, honey, one thing I got is you. You fill my heart like an empty cup, and it overflows into all of my body and lifts me up like an ark in a flood. Hey, hey. Well, maybe 50 more before we find it, and I'll be your Moses, and we'll make it to the promised land. 'Cause you're my one thing, honey, one thing I got. You're my one thing, honey, one thing I got. I'm more like a fool and less like a man. Pendulum swings, but understand they are my one thing, honey, one thing I got. You're my one thing, honey, one thing I got is you. You fill my heart like an empty cup, and it overflows into all of my body and lifts me up like an ark in a flood. Hey, hey. Water rise until we come alive until we come alive, and let the water rise and let the water rise until we come alive until we come alive, and let it out. You fill my heart like an empty cup, and it overflows into all of my body and lifts me up like an ark in the flood. Hey, hey.
Yeah. Churchill in the Big Room. A&R Bar tonight, Low Dose Show. The Change EP is available now everywhere where you would buy albums, including out there in the ethereal cyberspace. You guys like records, though? You seem like record people to me.
We actually are record people, yeah. We have an awesome record store in our neighborhood in Denver that we go to a lot.
Cool. What's it called? Because I'm always looking for places to go.
Twist and Shout.
Twist and Shout. Very nice. Okay. We have many good record stores here that hang on and cater to vinyl people like ourselves. Are you going to do a vinyl for the full length that you guys are working on right now, you think?
We'd like to. We'll see.
You
Yeah,
should have had that
absolutely.
You should have had that written into your contract. But really, it's hands off as far as you guys are concerned. You turned in the EP when you got signed, and the label's like, "Hey, this sounds great. What'd you do? Where'd you do it?" And then they're like, "Well, we did it ourselves," and so they just letting you take the ball and run with it, huh? That's awesome.
Yeah.
No strings attached at all?
No, there's no strings attached.
There's never any strings.
So
what's the secret then?
I don't know. They just liked it. I don't know. We were really happy with the EP we made and had released it in Denver, and it was well received there, and the label just picked it up and ran with it. So
right on. Well, that saves lots of money, which is important because this is a tough business, as you guys already know. But you seem pretty happy. You guys have a good time on the road. I was watching video of you guys zip lining this morning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was digging back a ways.
That was in Ohio.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yes.
Where that must have been down like Hocking Hills, I think.
It's like
huh?
Portsmouth.
Oh, okay.
My parents live in Portsmouth, actually.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Really? Did you grow up there?
Nope.
No.
I grew up in Denver, actually. My parents moved there after I was gone.
And what took them to Portsmouth, Ohio?
They run a youth camp down there.
Oh, do they?
Mhm.
Wow. So the zip line was there then.
Yeah.
Right on. You see, always need connections. I'll talk to you guys afterwards because it looked like fun. You guys always have a blast on the road, right? You're always looking for things to do that break up the monotony. Is that the craziest thing you've done, zip lining, or do you have some other adventures?
We've had many adventures.
Yeah, just ones you can't talk about.
We went to the Grand Canyon this summer, which was way out of our way, but totally worth it.
Yeah, I've heard. That's on my list as well. Okay, fair enough. How about another song? Then we'll chat a little bit more. Churchill here at the A&R Bar tonight. The Change EP available now.
This is a song called Change. To make you want me, I can fabricate the truth. I'll give you easy to keep me destitute. You hang me up on the line, hang me out to dry, and you got nothing to lose. Story all made up inside your head. You write me out of it and use your words instead. You hold me just out of reach, keep me pounding the beat, take all the soul you can get. You want me to change, change, change. You want me to change. You want me to change, change, change. You want me to change. Chances and you give no other choice. You fill your pockets and you empty out my voice. You use the shallow and old, trade the heart for the gold. You sell the song for the noise. You want me to change, change, change. You want me to change. You want me to change, change, change. You want me to change. You want me to change, change, change. You want me to change. You want me to change, change, change. You want me to change. Change, change, change. You want me to change. You want me to change, change, change. You want me to change. You want me to change, change, change. You want me to change. You want me to change, change, change. You want me to change.
Churchill in the Big Room, A&R Bar tonight. I watched the video for that. Tell me the story behind that. It's very striking, and I'm curious as to the backstory. Tell us first the theme of the video, and then about the guy who's in it, if you would.
So in Denver, actually in Boulder, Colorado, Dennis, the guy that's in the video, he started coming to some of our shows and festivals out there, and he would wear his skates and stand in the front row. We played a 2-hour festival in Longmont, and he was like, I think he was one of 10 people in the audience, and he was in the front row dancing in his skates the entire time, wearing the coolest clothes that we'd ever seen. And we were just like, who is this man?
And he's like 70 years old, too.
Right. I was going to ask how old a gentleman he was. He looked like he was pushing at
And
least
he
65.
had like this babe wife that was dancing with him. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, the
Go
old,
Dennis.
The old kind of roller skates with the little nub on the end.
He's just
the old
he's a
roller disco.
legitimate skate dancer.
Yeah.
And so Tim had the idea. He's like, we should film that guy for a video. And
I think every one of us separately thought that. You're watching a guy dance in the front row, and you're just like, we have to film this person doing this.
Oh, that's
So-
beautiful.
yeah,
So
and turns out he was like this awesome, crazy guy with the coolest stories and the coolest backstory. And
Yeah, didn't he say he went to Oxford or something at the beginning of the video? There's that little where he speaks for a few moments.
Apparently, he taught there.
Really?
So, yeah, and that's only. I mean,
that's when he gave up skate dancing. He said it was too frivolous.
There's no such thing when it comes to that. It's so honest and so beautiful, right? I mean, he's truly a unique person.
Yeah.
Well, that's great. I highly encourage you to check out this video. We've tried to do it justice here, but believe me, you'll instantly want to know this guy when you see the video. That's great. Now, the name of the band, I'm a history nerd. And I was thinking, well, clearly they're named after Winston Churchill, but that's not true at all, is it?
Mike, what do you think?
The story's pretty crazy.
All right, well, go ahead and tell the story, Mike.
When me and Tim met in college in Pennsylvania, and when we were there, we'd always like to sneak off campus and stuff because we went to a really conservative Bible college, and so we'd sneak off campus, and this place that we'd always go to, we named it Churchill, the Churchill, and it was like, I don't know, it was just like this place where we could get off campus and do whatever we wanted.
It's kind of like that movie Dead Poets Society when they
Okay.
sneak off. Exactly like that.
Okay, well, there's an article. There's an article out there that it's the name of a cocktail you concocted. Is that not true?
You know what? Actually, we've made up this story every time. The true story is that
I just made that up. I couldn't think of a very good story this time.
we always try to put Mike on the
Did
spot.
you guys run off and roller skate at a roller skate rink called
Oh,
the
yeah.
Churchill?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
No, we just had a sheet of paper with a bunch of different words on it, and Churchill was one of the words. And we're like, we'll use this until we actually until we come up with a cool band name. And
All right, well, then the next time you come back and visit us, I want a news story about where the band's name came
You got
from.
it.
All right? That is an assignment.
Mine was really lame this time. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
usually
okay.
there's dancing involved in Mike's story. It's more entertaining.
That's okay. We'll get you again here soon, or buttonhole them at the show tonight at the A&R, and maybe they will have cooked up a new and weird story about the origin of their name. Churchill at the A&R Bar tonight for a Low Dose Show. Check out the EP, and halfway through this year, we'll get the full length that you've been working on, correct? Yeah. Okay, very good. Churchill, one more time, if you would.
Loving you isn't the right thing to do. Oh. How can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, maybe I'd give you my world. How can I, when you won't take it from me? You can go your own way.
Go your own way.
You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way.
Go your own way.
Tell me why everything turned around. We're packing up, shacking up's all you wanna do. If I could, maybe I'd give you my world. So open up You can go your own way.
Go your own way.
You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way.
Go your own way.
You can call it another lonely day.
Another lonely day.
You can go your own way.
Go your own way.
You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way.
Go your own way.
You can call it another lonely day.
Another lonely day.
You can go your own way.
Go your own way.
You can call it another lonely day. You can go your own way.
Go your own way.
You can call it another lonely day.
Another lonely day.
Very nice. We do this thing called the Undercover Weekend. That's going right in there. Right in it. That was beautiful. Little Fleetwood Mac from Churchill. Once again at the A&R Bar tonight. The Change EP out now. The next release will be a full length sometime mid this year. That was well done, guys. Thank you. Enjoyed it very much.
Thanks for having us.
If you would, Tim, introduce the band before you go.
Bethany Kelly, keyboard vocals.
Hello.
On the drums, Mr. Joe Richmond. On mandolin, Michael Mortar. And on the bass guitar, Tyler Rimey.
Our new friends,
and-
Churchill from Denver, Colorado.
Yes.
Tim, thank you so much. Were you going to introduce Tim, Mike? And I interrupted you.
And this is Tim Bruns on guitar and vocals.
I screwed the whole thing up. Just slap some roller skates on me and push me down the stairs. Go out to the A&R Bar tonight and check out this great band from Denver, Colorado, Churchill. Thanks, guys, for coming in. Thanks for being a great studio audience. We return things now to Control Central.